Cool, let's go.
Yeah, welcome to Mr. Cro Cro Cars channel. I am OG. I'm your host for today. At Mr. Cro Cro channel, we do AMAs. We also do project reviews from time to time, and we educate our community on different projects and how they work, mostly on the Crow channel. So this channel is fully based on the Crow network. Like we do all those degens, we do utilities, and we do so much. We talk about projects in general, like the crypto space in general, but we focus more on the Crow channel. When I mean Crow channel, I mean Crow network. Yeah. So you're always welcome to our channel to learn, to listen to AMAs, and yeah, to find good projects to invest in as well. And don't forget to always do your own research. Thank you and welcome, Funky from the ScareCRO team.
Yes, hello. How's it going?
It's going well. How are you, man?
Yeah, very good. Tired, obviously, because it's been crazy since we launched a week ago, but it's worth it.
Yeah, I really hope it worth it. Yeah, I mean, I hope you get the value for all the stress.
Absolutely. Well, it pushes us on to keep delivering and keep working harder and putting in the hours because of our amazing community that we've built in such a like short space of time. It's been incredible.
Oh, that's great. Okay, welcome, Funky. You can just introduce yourself, and if there is any other team members you would also like to talk about, you can as well introduce them
Yeah,
and start it.
sure. I'm Funky. I'm from the UK. I'm from London originally, but I live in Turkey. Um, we are a core team of two. My partner Scroasaurus, he is from Australia, so he's currently sleeping at the moment. Um, we have lots and lots of experience working in the space, not just on our own projects, but on various other ones, big ones, small ones. Yeah. What else would you like to know?
Okay, yeah. What are these projects, if you don't mind? But if you do mind, if you think I mean, it's not necessary, then it's fine. We can move on. But it's really good to know your experiences in the space just before this Scarecrow project.
Yeah, so I won't go into to all of them because I don't want to
Yeah.
live off the past experiences. But I'll say I did a lot of work for Taboo token, which it got pretty big. I think it went up to like 500 million.
Oh, that's
I was part of their team from the start. I helped them set everything up with the socials and AMAs and everything like that. I wasn't on the core team. I was a holder, and they just asked me to come and help them and support. But yeah, we've done that for loads and loads of other projects, and we've got a big network of people that are connected in the space, and it's useful to use them um, to gain access to things that we wouldn't be able to normally.
okay. That's really, really great. You can also introduce Scarecrow. Tell us about the Scarecrow coin and what it's all about in general.
Right, so ScareCRO, we launched it 7 days ago. We stealth launched at $500 market cap, and for the first, I think, 5 days, we just grew steadily, like a perfect 45-degree angle chart. We really didn't expect it to grow so quickly, but I think people could see that we're trustworthy and we work hard and the idea is good. And once we released our roadmap and our white paper, people really bought into it, and so we've got to where we want to be quicker than we expected, and it's going to enable us to keep pushing on and keep going higher. Um, it's a meme coin. We came up with the idea around a month ago, I believe it was. And we were just putting in the work behind the scenes. I built the website, I did the graphics. My partner, he did the contract, the logo. He's making NFTs now. And also, yeah, I'll leave more to go into later.
Okay, so you started off like a stealth launch.
Yeah,
How much of Crow was in it? Like how much was in liquidity when it started? What
it
was the
was
starting
five
market
five
cap?
$500 liquidity. We put all 100% of the tokens into liquidity. One
Yeah,
billion supply.
fucking great. Okay. And currently, where is he at now?
We are at, I believe, 240K, which is incredible in a week. I think if I haven't done the maths, but it's probably like a 500x from launch or something. Someone can
And
correct me if I'm
and
wrong.
I don't know you, and it's so painful that I'm just meeting you now. I mean, I should have met you at 1,000, 200. Or
That's what everybody says. Yeah.
okay, that's really great. What was the idea behind? Was there any idea behind the name Scarecrow? And
Yeah.
does
So a lot of the crow tokens, they obviously have the word crow in it, so we wanted to go with that that theme, sorry, for the meme coin. And yeah, we just went with there. We went with the crocodile, obviously, because it's got the word crow in it as well. Um, and we just looked for the best kind of scarecrow design. And my partner, he came up with the one from Batman Begins, which we really like. It's kind of more of a darker theme to it, and he put the mask over the crocodile. And yeah, he created the logo from scratch himself because he's a professional designer. So that was really useful.
Yeah, that's great. So now it started off as a meme coin, and but it
Yeah,
seems like you have so many plans in place or in stock for the future to make it a long term one. So what are these plans, or what utility
absolutely.
do you intend
I mean,
attach
just
to it?
because it's a just because it's a meme coin, it doesn't mean you can't develop the project. If you go in our channel, you can see where in our group, sorry, we're fully memed out. We've got like thousands of memes which have been created by the community, and they're being shared all over Twitter, all over Telegram. Yeah, but in terms of the actual project, um, we had a roadmap from the start, which we didn't release, I think, for the first 2 days, because we wanted to build a solid community first, because we know that whatever you do, if you don't have the community behind you, it won't work. But once we saw that the response we were getting, we released the roadmap, and now we're working on the NFTs. So we're going to work our way through. And we also have a game coming, which isn't going to be the usual play to earn game. um, I'll go into that a bit more later if you want.
I'm sorry, I was gonna ask about the NFTs. What did you say is the
Yeah.
exact use of these NFTs? How will holding these NFTs be beneficial to people?
So our Genesis collection is in the style of Board Ape Yacht Club, and we're going to put our own spin on it. It's going to be profile picture themed, so people will be able to use it for their profiles. And the holders of this collection will get some added benefits in the game later on. But as the game development is still in the like creation stage, idea stage, I won't talk about that right now.
Okay, yeah, that's great. So, what don't you want to talk about? The game or the NFT?
Yeah, so I can talk a little bit about the game, the idea which we want to create. Obviously, anything I say now is not set in stone, because you know how the creative process works. You have an idea and then you try to implement it, and it might slightly change along the way if you find things that are better. But what we want to do is to have a PvP game where holders can play against each other. They can basically bet. They can bet some tokens against the other person, and the winner will take the tokens. Um, an idea we've had to make it different to any other crypto game that I've seen on Kronos is for us to use the avatars of other established meme coins on Kronos. So our first collaboration will be with Croaky. They've agreed to let us use their character in our game, so you will be able to play ScareCRO versus Croaky. I won't go into the mechanics of the game yet. I have dropped. So basically, we want to make it a racing game. That might change. That's not set in stone. But once we get more projects on board with more characters, people will be able to choose their player basically.
Okay, with regards to the game, would there be some kind of or I don't know, because I cannot find anything with regards to incentives coming from the game to the actual project or the tokens itself. Aside
Yeah.
the aside the people staking or betting the tokens, how do you aim? Is that like is there
So
going to
what?
be
Yeah.
fees
So what
or
would happen is um, people would wager Crow on it, and then the player which they choose, if they win, it would be paid out by the contract in that token. So, for example, if you chose the character ScareCRO and you'd wagered your Crow on it with the other person and you win, the contract would buy ScareCRO with Crow, and it would pay it out to the winner. But that again is not 100% set in stone because we're speaking with the professional game developer about it now. I want to add that both me and Squarosaurus, we can do these things ourselves. Everything we've done so far hasn't been paid for. We've done every single development ourselves, like the rewards dashboard, the website. But with the game, we could make a basic one ourselves, but we want to bring in a real professional game developer. We don't want it to be like just some basic um, no effort game. We want it to be really top of the range.
okay, yeah, that's really, really great. I like the fact that you started off as a meme and it's not just going to end like just a coin. There's something that there's plan of NFTs and games and all of that coming in on board in the
Absolutely.
future. Yeah, it's really great.
Yeah,
Let's
and so we've only made the roadmap up to the game, but we have more plans after that, which we will release later because we don't want to kind of over promise and under deliver. We'd rather do the opposite. We'd rather keep things quiet for now, and then when the time is right, we'll extend our roadmap, because I think it's better to focus on one utility at a time and get it right and make sure that's working for the community, and then move on to another one, because we don't want to be working on kind of like 4 or 5 different utilities at the same time and then don't get any of them right.
okay, that's really great. I was going to ask about your smart contract. I mean, who developed the smart contract? And also,
uh,
from the time launch till this moment, has there been any problem you encountered?
we haven't had any issues at all with the contract. People have actually, like people quite influential in the space, have messaged us and said, I can't believe your contract is working so well for a rewards token, because it really doesn't, it's really not noticeable on the chart like some reward tokens are. My partner Squarosaurus, he created the contract, so he's the best person to speak to about that. I wouldn't want to um, I wouldn't want to answer for him, because I don't want to give an answer if I don't know 100%. But the contract's verified on Chronoscan. People can go there and check it for themselves. We will get a audit done soon, But yeah.
Okay. Also, you talked about your. I mean, you said you were at the game phase of your roadmap, or rather on your roadmap, yeah. So about the NFTs, do you have them already created and designed and all of that ready to be given out to the people?
Yeah, so the base is created. What he's doing now is he's creating different assets, different traits, different styles, and then they will all be put together. So I can't really give a complete time scale at the moment, but he did mention to me around a week.
Okay, yeah, that's really, really great too. Let's talk about marketing so far from the time you launched to this moment. How has it been going, and how do you intend it to go further?
Honestly, it's been fantastic. The first person we worked with was Comet, who's one of the founders of Crogecoin. He gave us a call out really early, and I know he's a holder as well, and he's been dropping in our chat to give us support and let our community know he's supporting us. We also had Maestro on Twitter, and we've had quite a lot of others. We had a shout out from Bossy yesterday. He's been doing a lot of work with Cro who are another established meme coin on Kronos. Um, and we've had a lot of people coming to us and just calling us out for free, because they like the project. It's been amazing for me, really. I haven't had to go out there and kind of make these deals myself. People have just dropped into our group and seen the community and read through our website and just said, look, I want to promote you. I'm not going to charge or anything. So yeah, it's been incredible. But we've got some plans coming up, but I don't like to announce anything until it's about to happen, if you see what I mean, because I don't like it when projects they try to hype up their community with things that aren't set in stone yet, because if they don't happen, it actually creates a negative effect. So we'll keep the rest under wraps for now.
Yeah, man, I really appreciate that as well. That's so much honesty coming from you. Is there a way I can buy your bag in the project for the price you bought it?
If you can create a time machine, yeah.
Okay, that's great. Um, I understand you don't want to talk about so much about what's not happened yet, but if you can give us a brief, maybe if you have some partnership in view that you can talk
Yep.
about, the people
So
you want to partner
we have uh we have a few other partnerships, but obviously I can't give the names of those until they give me the green light to announce. But all I can say is if what we're working on works out, it's going to be fantastic. Like I said with the game, um, using the characters and the avatars of the other meme coins, I'm sure people know what's around on Kronos and what options we would have. Um, and also, what we want is to be in a position where new projects which are establishing themselves come to us and want to be part of our game. We'll obviously vet them. We'll check that they're trustworthy first, because we're very careful who we work with. Um, I haven't gone into the NFT collaborations yet. We're doing our Genesis collection now, but shortly after we'll do smaller, um, more exclusive collections of a smaller supply that are partnered with other tokens. The first one, which I can absolutely announce, is Croaky. So we will have some. We'll have one small Croaky ScareCRO themed NFT collection, which will be good because their community will be interested in that as well. Hopefully, they've announced it to their community already. Hello.
Yeah, it's okay. I cannot hear
Sorry,
you.
sorry. Did I
Okay.
cut out there? Where did you hear up to?
You talked about Kuroki, and you said they announced to the
Ah, yes,
community.
yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Ah, yeah. So you heard all of it. That's fine. Yeah. Obviously, we have more coming up, but I would be a fool to announce them before their team gives me the green light. So
Okay. Yeah, that's really, really great. Kuroki has done well, and I think a partnership with them is like a very strategic one. Yeah, because they
yeah,
got
we believe we've got an aim that we've got a kind of mantra that we should be working together on this blockchain. It's new. It's getting its roots. The people that are here early now, like in BSC a year ago, need to work together for the good of the whole blockchain. We uh, we don't mind other people talking about other projects in our group, as long as they're not shilling them, telling people go buy. But if they're just having a general chit chat about them, that's fine. Um, we don't like it in other projects when they're too forceful on their community members about talking about other projects, because we understand that people can like more than one thing. People can most people are invested in more than one project, so we would be stupid to force them to only invest in Scarecrow. And we think that's how the blockchain should be: everybody working together and partnering.
yeah, exactly. I think it's a great idea because it all should I say revolves around the whole should I say what should I call it crypto space. Yeah. If
Yeah,
you
like a
hear about
community spirit, basically.
exactly. Yes. So I mean, people come in to talk about something. It could even be a boost for someone else, maybe just to make some money and still come buy back the scarecrow. You know?
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's mutually beneficial as long as you choose a trusted partner, um,
Yeah.
and you're not gonna get your community into any scams. If you trust your partner, it's mutually beneficial for both of you, because there might not be people in their community who've heard of us and our community who've heard of them. So it
Mhm.
brings exposure for everybody.
Exactly. True. Okay. I think we need to talk about the token itself.
Yeah, sure.
What's the tokenomics behind the token? Because
The
you said
tokenomics. Yeah.
okay. Go on.
So we've got 2% on both buys and sells going into the liquidity pool to keep it stable. That's a standard for any token these days. I believe off the top of my head, we've got 3% of the buys going into marketing, and then we've got 5% going back to the holders as Cro rewards. And for sales, it's the same, but we have a 6% tax to marketing. So when people sell, it helps us to develop the project faster and better. And we've got 7%, I believe, going into Crow rewards for the holders. And you can see on our rewards dashboard, rewards.scarecrow.online, uh, how much we've paid out so far. Um, I don't know the exact figure because it's going up rapidly, but I believe yesterday we were around 40,000 Crow, which had been given back to our holders, which is amazing.
That's really great. Okay. We can talk about the total supply of the token and how it was shared, if it was shared.
Yeah, so the total supply of the token is 1 billion. And like I said earlier, 100% has gone into liquidity. You can check on our holders list on Chronoscan. Me and my partner, we hold 2% each, which we're just getting rewards from, basically the same as all you other guys. So we are holders like you are. We're investors, and we want the project to succeed as much as you do.
That is great. Wait, how many percent of the token did you say went into liquidity for PancakeSwap?
100, not pancakes one. MM Finance, Mad Meerkat.
Sorry. Oh my God.
Yeah, no problem. Well, yeah, we put 100% in, so um, yeah, we didn't keep any like extra supply. We thought it's better as a stealth launch to put it all in, and then later, if we need tokens for like CEX listings and things like this, or expanding the team, paying extra team members, we can always buy them back, which will obviously be good for the chart as well.
Okay, that's great. That's really, really great. Um, but you said 100%. What about the 2% you mentioned? Was that supposed to be the
Yeah, so
regular?
that's yeah, so minus that, so 96%. Yeah. Well, I was
Mm.
counting that as liquidity because it's not locked or anything.
Okay, yeah, that's great. So we have like 100% in supply currently. That's great.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Um, you can see on the holders list, I think the top wallet is our liquidity, and then the rest is all holders. We have a burn wallet because our partners at Peach Tools, to celebrate our partnership, they did a buyback and burn. So there's a tiny percent burned already. Um,
Well,
and we have a 2% max wallet, which is extremely important when you're at a low MC, that somebody can't just come buy like a huge 10-20% wallet. uh, it's more spread out across wallets, and we have a 1% max transaction as well, so 10 million tokens can either be bought or sold at any one time.
that's great. I think you guys started off pretty well, and it's really going well. You never had to relaunch, maybe problems with the contract? No. It started off with just 500 and it's sitting at about 200K, even more. I think it's really,
It's
really
gone
great.
perfect. It's been a dream, honestly. No, we don't even have we never had any FUD in the chat because there's nothing for people to complain about or FUD about. Even when we had a slight dip yesterday, the community were positive. It recovered well because they know where we're about to go, and they know that me and Squarosaurus, we're always there. We're always working hard. We're always happy to answer any questions. We're completely honest and open, and I think that's what people like to see.
Yeah, that's what I like to see, except the fact that I'm just getting to know about this now, and I don't
I
know,
mean,
but
you're still very I mean, obviously I can't give financial advice, but I would say all I can say is don't think you're too late.
yeah, I get it. Well, it's fine. I think it's been a great ride. Let's just let some people ask the question because I see some people got their hands up.
Sure,
Hey
sure.
guys, if you have any question with regards to ScareCRO, please just raise your hands and I'll unmute you. And there is a 150 Crow giveaways for the best question. So for those who have questions, please just raise your hands and I'll let you speak.
Hello,
Um, okay, Benji, you can go on.
can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear
Yes.
you. Ask your
Hey, how
question.
you doing? So yes, yeah, just a question. So yeah, and I don't want to jump to conclusion. I don't know if you guys already started talking about this, but I kind of heard that with the launch of Scarecrow and you receiving major support from other projects, and pretty much allowed you to not really go crazy on marketing. Being that you received such support. So I was wondering, is there any idea in making our coin kind of like solidifying our coin, make adding more value to it by post it on Coin Market Cap or going that route? Or do you
Are
think it's
you
too
are you
early?
asking if we're going to do marketing?
No, no, no. If you're thinking of putting it on Coin Market Cap as
Yeah,
a
absolutely.
profitable
I mean,
market.
every project's target is to get on there because to be an established project, all the established projects and all the top coins are on Coin Market Cap. So that's on every token's roadmap. Um, so yeah, that will come when the time is right. Um, yeah, that's all I can say.
All right, thank you.
No problem.
Uh, you so much, Benji. I think that's all the persons are muted. Maybe Thaddeus. I mean, if you're muted and you have a question, just go ahead and ask your question just before I unmute more people. Okay, I'll
No,
just.
I'm good. I just want to warn everybody. I am gonna go ahead and buy some of some more coins right
I'm glad
now.
you
I
said
sold
buy
some
them because I was
yesterday
thinking,
because it was my anniversary and
yeah,
it
yeah.
was dumb to do, and I'm really sorry. But I'm gonna
Listen,
buy some
I
back right
said to the
now.
guys,
So
you're
anybody
the
wants to
first
jump in
person
there,
who's
buy
ever
before.
personally apologized to me for selling. I know you regret it because you needed the money, but I'm really happy that you're going to buy back in now, and you can be with us.
Yeah, man, it was a bad mistake, but hey, it costs a lot, but we're going far, so it'll be all right.
Yeah, all the best, man. Thank you so much for that nice words, Thaddeus. Okay, so we'll let the next person speak. We go to ZC. We have ZC Ima. ZC, you're allowed to speak. ZC, you're muted. Please unmute yourself and ask your question.
Hi guys.
Hi.
Nice project. Um, I just wanted to ask if what's actually your unique what's actually unique about this project? You know, what are the use cases that are unique? Because of course we've seen a lot of Cro projects, you know, and I want to ask if you're going to have a bridge, okay, for those who are not still familiar with the Kronos network because it's actually new. Okay, so
That's a good question. So I'll answer your second question first about the bridge. Um, so we've spoken and we've said for the time being we're not going to bridge because we've seen it can wreck projects when they bridge, and we're all about Kronos. We're fully 100% committed to Kronos, and our whole idea and mantra is about growing the Kronos blockchain. So what we want to do rather than bridging right now. Is bring new investors from other blockchains over here. So it grows the whole blockchain in general. Hello, sorry, I think I cut out there. And your first question is what was your first question again? Sorry.
I said, what's unique about your project? You know, like what's unique? You know, we've seen other crew projects run, you know, and so there should usually I feel that there should be something unique about a project that makes it stand out, you know, and um attract a lot of investors.
Sorry. My TG froze.
Okay, yeah,
Yeah,
I understand. So I was saying, okay, so what makes your project unique? Because
right.
there are
Okay.
lots of Crow projects.
Absolutely, yeah. So at the start, when we launched, we actually had on our website that we don't want to be like every other project with just a generic roadmap. We're 100% focused on community, which is quite rare these days. We're not just a quick money grab. Um, I think our logo and our graphics set us apart from the rest in a way because people are saying they're coming to us like purely when they see our logo and our name. It's extremely bullish that they're not even they haven't even seen our website or a roadmap or our white paper, and they're investing just because they love the concept art. And now we have the NFTs, obviously, which are some of the nicest I've seen on Kronos, and Kronos NFTs are getting bigger as well, so they're going to be a major part of it. And finally, the game. The game, I haven't seen. I might be wrong. I don't know everything about everything, but I haven't seen another PvP style betting game on Kronos. the standard way to go about it is to do a play to earn game where you have a big pool of tokens, maybe like 50% of your supply, which slowly dilutes the supply and the price when people are earning it from playing the game. We didn't want to do that because we know that it can affect the chart in a negative way. So what we wanted to do was to get people to stake and wager their own coins against each other, which will only have a benefit for the project in the long term.
Wow, awesome, awesome. Thank you for
Thank
this.
you, thank you. Good
Yeah,
question.
thank you, Funky. Thank you for the question, and thanks Z. Oh, thank you Z. Rather, thanks Funky for the answer. I think you're muted. Someone else. Steve. Steve, please ask your question, man.
Yeah, sorry. I'll get to the question. I just want to say about the potential of this coin. So, you've only got to look back to another meme coin that was not long that came out, 3 months ago, 4 months ago, doing a 55 million market cap. So, if you think you're probably late at 250, I think you might be wrong. But going on to the game you just mentioned, and drawing on to the point you made about staking coins. Would it be something you'd look to do rather than staking, i.e., getting paid out? Sorry, in the avatar. Would it be something you could do? Say, I don't know, stake MMF, stake Savannah, stake I don't know, Croge, that sort of thing.
Yeah, no, that's a good point. We feel like players winning tokens in the avatar they choose is a good way to get people to want to partner with us, because if they get their avatar in the game and then their holders, their community are playing the game, it's going to affect their chart positively as well, not only ours but other projects too. So I feel that that's a big selling point for us to get partnerships.
No, that's great. I think it's amazing. I think it's a brilliant idea. It's just moving forward. How do you? I was just thinking, if you had other tokens coming in, you could probably use that as some sort of backing for the for the for the tokens. If you had other assets being brought in, you could hold them and therefore grow the backing of that token. Does that make sense?
Absolutely, and obviously, like I said earlier, people hold more than one project. So you might be. I'll use Croaky as a name for now because we've announced our collab with them. One day you might want to earn ScareCRO, so you might play as ScareCRO, but the next day you might change your mind and you might want to earn Croaky. That's fine as well. So it gives people that invest in more than one community and more than one project a choice.
Cool, man. Thank you very much.
No problem.
Thanks a lot, Steve the Pirate. Unmuted Sensia. Sensia, please unmute yourself and ask your question.
Yeah, can you hear me now?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yep.
So I was listening to the AMA, but I didn't hear you speak about the part of how the project generates revenue, like the revenue model, and how it is mutually beneficial for both the investors and then the projects.
Sorry, I'm not sure I quite understand. You're asking our business model?
Yeah, the revenue model, how the project generates profits and revenue, and how it is mutually profitable for both the investors and then the projects. Yeah.
Well, for a start, our focus, like I said earlier, is 100% on community. All of the biggest tokens, not only on Kronos but on every blockchain, started with a solid community, and they are our way of getting out into the world. We lead them, and we give ideas, and it's the effort that they've been putting in which has got us to where we are now. We can't take all of the credit. We've done our bit, but you guys listening now, I know we've got some of our holders in here. You've done massively good job so far. And then, yeah, everything that we do will be focused on the token. I can't go into the we've got the last page of the white paper, which is our ecosystem, which I already said that I'm not going to mention that because it's still in the idea phases. But I've just spoken about the game that's going to generate revenue for the project. The NFTs as well. So we announced yesterday, I believe, that the first $5,000 of the NFT sales are going to go straight into liquidity, which will boost the chart and it will stabilize it, and it will increase our liquidity percentage. And then obviously we'll have more funds for marketing from NFT sales, and we will also have more NFT collaborations coming up. And basically everything we do goes back into the project and supports it.
Awesome. So my last question is this: with the current market condition, so I was wondering if you have any plans, just in case we find ourselves in this kind of market condition again in the future, seeing that the project is kind of a little project and I kind of like the whole idea behind it.
Yeah, no, that's a really good question actually, because a lot of people were obviously we stealth launched, so nobody, like, not many people knew about it before, but obviously we were talking between ourselves saying should we launch in these market conditions, and we just decided to go ahead and launch, because if you start at the bottom and you achieve success like we have done, the only way is up. The market, I believe, is only going to go up from here. It might go down a little bit more, but I can't see it getting much worse. Famous last words. But yeah, if you put yourself in a position as a leader at the bottom, when it gets to the top, we're going to be flying. Like for example, I mentioned this before. Cro Coin got to 55 million, right? And that is fantastic for a new blockchain. But the potential for everybody on this chain is to go much, much higher, like you see on BSC and Ethereum, because they have huge volume and they have a huge amount of investors. And when those come over to Kronos, which I'm absolutely sure they will, because of the efforts of crypto.com, their marketing is like out of this world. I've never seen another crypto company with the marketing they have. Because the Kronos blockchain is still in the beta testing phase. Once the updates and all the fixes come out and it's easier to buy and it's faster, people are going to start flocking over. And yeah, the only way is up if you start at the bottom.
Awesome, man. Thanks a lot, man. I really think it's a very nice and a British project, man. See how I talk, man. Thanks for your time.
Thank you.
Thank you, Cynthia. I think I muted someone. Trying to see. It was Las Campachi.
Yeah, it was me, I guess. Well, something I wanted to ask. I think it was covered in the last question itself. Uh, Crow in general hasn't been doing good, right? There's a lot of speculation that the chain is dying and all that. And what is the future of it? Yeah, in a way.
You're asking me what's the future of Kronos?
No,
I think
I'm
that's what.
asking. I'm just stating that there's a lot of speculation that Kronos is not the best chain right now because of whatever the issues with Kronos in general is, Crypto.com is, and and stuff. So with the
What
NFT,
what I would add is that even though it's having some teething problems, it's still doing really well. The blockchain, I think it's like up to number 7 now, being a really new concept. It's doing quite well. So when they fix the issues it's having with the speed, and they make it easier to buy, like the bridges get better, because sometimes it's hard for people to bridge and you have to change RPC and things like this. When all that gets fixed, I'm sure it's going to get a lot better. And obviously Cro is down quite a lot from its all-time high, but most of the altcoins are, most of the big ones are as well. So if you look at it like that, when the market turns around, I'm sure Cro is going to be a leader of the next kind of bull run.
That is definite, I guess. It could be one of the chains that will shine. Most probably it will. The other thing is with the NFT that you want to be launching regarding the game and the major system. It is at random, right? We can mint it at random. So how about the floor price? If I've been using the NFT for a while and I'm just supposedly I'm very good at it, and at wagering I get a lot of stuff. Do I get a upgrade or something, or could I upgrade like that by
That
winning a lot of?
so we haven't discussed any upgrades yet, or we have discussed it, but we haven't set any in stone. So without my partner here, I couldn't really give an answer for that. But regarding the floor price, the minting price will be 420 Cro, which is a pretty good price. I know other projects have sold theirs for more, and also when Cro was basically double the price that it is now. So they're affordable. We didn't want to make them too expensive for our community, and also we didn't want to make the supply too big. We wanted to have it quite exclusive, so the people that do hold them can feel they're part of like an exclusive club.
Well, yeah, that if you have to confirm with your team, that's all right. Then I'll talk to you about this later. But that was my only concern. Not concern, a question that since it's random and the flooring and all that might change at whenever that happens. Yeah. Well, all right. Thank you, OG, for letting me ask, and thank you, team, for.
Thank you for your question.
Thank you so much, Patrick. That's a great question too. I think Tommy Lurs. Tommy, you can go for it. Ask your question, man.
Hey, what's up?
Yeah, I'm good.
How you doing, Tommy? Tommy's from
Good.
Peach
How are
Tools, by the
you?
way.
Yep. I hope everyone's having a really good day. I just want to give a huge shout out to Funky and the team over at ScareCRO because you guys are absolutely crushing it. I didn't even get to look at the chart yesterday, but I see right now that you guys are absolutely mooning. And I know some people have concerns for, the future of Cro and with other tokens like Croge and stuff like that, kind of in the dumps right now. Um, where the potential lies for ScareCRO, and I just want to say that all it takes is just one token to kind of start popping off as you're doing, and you start getting a lot of attention on other chains like BSC, ETH. Echelon is popping off right now, and as soon as we get some influencers on board, which I can definitely help out with, connecting to some of the BSC ETH guys. I'm in contact with them. I'm sure you are too. But as soon as some of the attention and hype comes over to ScareCRO, it'll be good for the entire Cro ecosystem. It'll be good for Peach Tools, and that's why we're all in favor of doing these sort of partnerships where we can all kind of benefit the ecosystem together. So I just want to say, I appreciate what you guys and the team are doing over there. You guys absolutely killed it with, as you said, the graphics, the logo design, and all that stuff. It looks really cool. It looks really sick. I see how, a lot of people are coming in just for that. I have a lot of experience in marketing in the BSC side, and you guys are doing a phenomenal job. So just keep it up.
Thank you for the the kind words, Tommy. What I'd want to add on to what you just said was, although
Funky, I don't think we cannot hear you. I don't think it's my connection. I think it's from your end.
Yeah, I think you cut out there for a second.
Funky.
Just while he's off, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry. It's just reference the Cro ecosystem as a whole. Just because I know some of you might not be all over Cro, some of you will, but most of the I would say, I'd use the word dump, but most of the negative price action over the last few weeks has been relative to the announcement of the rewards program being slashed. Now, obviously, that was couldn't sustain itself for a pretty long period of time, especially with the amount of 50 million users now on the Cro.com. So that will be the norm soon. And once some of those whales have left because they feel hard done to, which they did, there's a bit of an uproar and all that sort of stuff. But now that's normal and will continue to be normal on the new rates. You'll see Cro doing really, really well in the future, and it will continue to grow. But that's just a bit of education for people who are not, all over Cro or Kronos.
Yeah, I agree. And they also have a huge market of just kind of people who hold Cro just because it's like, in the States, it's like the known cryptocurrency. They have the app for it. That was where I made my first purchase of any crypto at all, is Cro.com. And a lot of people just don't know that there's a whole blockchain that people are building on right now. I believe I heard it in another AMA, maybe a Twitter space that Funky was hosting. But as soon as people start to catch on that, building these meme tokens and these utility tokens on the Kronos chain, uh, stuff will really to get going at that point. So I'm not really concerned for, as you mentioned, the slashing the rate and stuff like that. Obviously, wasn't the best look, but ultimately it wasn't sustainable. And so I don't really know why people thought that it would be, considering some of the rates they were offering.
And also, the timing of it was really unfortunate. They did it, and then BTC dumped as well, so it kind of compounded the effect like 2 days later. So
stuff, the USDT,
yeah,
Terra
correct,
Luna, all that
yeah.
stuff happening, like that was just a look for crypto overall. And unfortunately, Cro was caught up in it too. Granted, they have their own problems, but we see us bouncing back some. And I think the more tokens that really see success, like how ScareCRO is, the more people will start to look at Kronos. I think all it really takes is one to overturn Crows. Like no hate on any tokens in the space, but Crows was the one that got people looking, and now there needs to be another one that kind of brings people back and kind of solidifies that this is a space where tokens can see these extremely high market caps. And I think ScareCRO is the perfect token for that.
Yeah, I agree with you, especially with the World Cup coming up in November, December, and Kronos being one of the major sponsors. That's going to be incredibly huge for Kronos as a whole and the coins established to Kronos.
Yeah, and for me, I mean, the decision they actually took that.
I'm
Funky,
back.
welcome.
My Wi-Fi went out.
Just holding the fort, mate. Don't worry.
Yeah, we said
Thanks,
we said
guys.
only
Yeah,
good
no,
things
sorry, it just
while you
had
were
a.
away.
I don't know what happened. The Wi-Fi went off, so I hope so. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, it was you talking to Tommy before the Wi-Fi problem.
Yes, I can't remember what I was talking about, but I'm sure it was good.
Funky, just when I've got you back, mate, I was going to ask a question next anyway. I think I was unmuted. That's why I was chatting shit about Cro. Have you got a partnership yet for launching NFTs, i.e. Etsy Pay, Lootpad, all the other sorts of stuff?
Exactly, the one you just mentioned. We're speaking with them now, in the very early stages. But like I said, our NFTs are still in production, so we need to. That would be the ideal, but we'll work out which one has the best like kind of functions which suit our launch better.
Well, thank you so much, Steve. I think I unmuted one more last person to ask a question just before we wrap up the AMA. We have is it Moonlight or yeah? I think we got Moonlight. Just go ahead and ask the question.
Yes, I mean, so
Yeah.
Hi,
I have a
Moonlight.
question. Can you hear me?
Moonlight, you have a
Yeah, can
connection
you hear me?
problem. Okay. Um, Sorry, Moonlight, but you're breaking up. There is someone else. Chase, Chase, please go ahead and ask your question.
Can you hear me?
We can barely hear you. Maybe you can talk more into your mic.
I'm audible?
Yeah,
Go
that's good. I can hear you.
Okay. I actually have a question. Well, my question is, what are the steps your team have to ensure that the users support long term and not temporary? How can your team increase the engagement of all users with your project and product capabilities?
That's quite a generic question, but we're going to continue to keep doing what we've done so far. Continue on with it's working. What we're doing now is working, and like Twitter shilling is basically the best thing you can do. Telegram as well, but we're really hitting Twitter hard to keep people engaged. All of our community are incredible. Getting such a good amount of likes and retweets um, for such a new project. The percentage of people actually interacting with our content is amazing. So we just need to keep the vibes and the community spirit going, and yeah, it's working. So we won't change it.
Okay. Thanks.
Thank you very much. I think that would be the last question for today. Funky, as a way to wrap up the AMA, if you have any more thing to say about ScareCRO, we can just go ahead and pitch it. Um, yeah, thank you. Funky,
No, I think I've gone. Hello. I think I've gone over everything I wanted to talk about, and the questions were all fantastic. So that enabled me to talk about all the points which I wanted to. But I'll just say that me and Squaresaurus, we will continue working hard day and night for the project. All we need is the support of the community, and for anybody who's not currently in our community, just go join our Telegram. You'll see the spirit we have, and the sort of close connection between the dev team and the holders. You'll like it.
all right, thank you very much. Personally, I think you guys are doing a great job. I mean, starting from a steep launch and being at this point is really, really amazing. I mean, only few people can actually stand the floor like that. And I encourage everyone to just check out the project and see if you can, if it's something you want to invest in.
Thank you. I appreciate you for having us, and I hope everything goes well for your channel.
It's really, really great having you here, and it was a great AMA. Thank you so much.
Take care.
Goodbye.